to take precept. You may recite yourself. Aham bande. To try. Aham bande. Yamahang vadami dhammodeta. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, dhammam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Dudiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Dudiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Dudiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Tadiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tadiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Tadiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Tisarana gamanam paribhonam panati pada. Idam me bunyam asavakayam vahang hotu. Idam me bunyam nibbanassa pacayo hotu. Tisaranena saha panca silang dhamman sarugang gadwa apamadena sambadeta. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, this is an introduction to Theravada Buddhism. According to Janakābhivaṃsa's book, basic. So now we are teaching Dhamma's quality. As a Buddhist, we chant occasionally Buddha's quality, Dhamma Sangha's quality. So we need to understand. First of all, I will explain according to commentary. Later, I will read the Searo's books, from there. Some suggestion which is interesting, I will teach you. So, Dhamma's qualities are Swakkhato, Bhagavata Dhammo. Buddha said, Dhammas are well taught. Sandaitika, visible by own self. Akaliko, akaliko is no time gaps to produce a result. Ehibasiko, worthy to invite. Come and see. Today is Opaneyiko. Dhamma is Opaneyika. Opaneyika is worthy to approach. Worthy to approach. It is Opaneyika. So, Dhamma is as we said before, full path, full fruition. Nibbana is 1, 9, and Buddha's teaching 10. So, among 10, Nibbana is we call asankata, uncreated. The other things are created. Uncreated means no cause. Created means there is a causes. There is a causes. Those are created Dhamma. For example, Megaphala will arise. After arising, will finish. So, Megaphala cannot arise itself. It must have an object. Nibbana. So, object is a cause. Without object, Megaphala cannot arise. It is there is a cause, created by cause. So, because of this, those are created. Created Dhamma is worthy to approach. Worthy to approach, or worthy to be brought, worthy to be brought in own mind. So normally we don't have this path and fruition knowledge. Trying to have worthy to be brought. Once we can brought Megaphala in our mind. Once we can bring Megaphala in our mind, so it is very, very worthy, very beneficial. So it is worthy to be brought by developing, by practicing. So, although, for example, clothes are burning by fire, hairs are burning by fire, instead of extinguishing fire, if it is possible to be Megaphala to be brought. So before ceasing, before stopping fire, trying to bring Megaphala. Because it is a very important, very worthy. So yeah, for those who are burning by fire, to stop fire is a very important things. But if it is possible, to bring Dhamma is more important. So some people in the past practice Dhamma, meditating. So the tiger come and bite. The tiger, so tiger is biting. He is continue to practicing. Before death, he got attainment, so become like an arahanta or those things. So he is worthy because he can bring in Dhamma in his mind, although bitten by tiger, his life will become freedom, for example. So something like that. So it is worthy to be brought Dhamma in any situation. In any situation, it is a very important job to do something like that. So we may do the other jobs are not so worthy. For example, trying to get money. Yeah, ordinary thinking is it is worthy. But although we have money, still have many problems. Education, or the same. Some people are trying to find a family life. Although they try, quite they are interesting. Actually, to stop, not to stop suffering. Before us, also many they have done. So later generation also were done, but not the way to stop suffering. So not so worthy, but as a normal people will do. So, but a few people trying to find the Dhamma. So they are success, and they can stop the suffering. So because of this, worthy to be brought in mind, those Dhamma. Dhammas are worthy to be brought. If we reflect this Agananga, we may be interested in practicing. Normally, not so much interesting. So because of this Opane ego, it is worthy to be brought. Dhamma is worthy to be brought in mind. So if someone is a really practitioner, like a bhikkhus, bhikkhus is a practitioner life. If someone is like that, lay people is basically half trying to enjoy, half practicing, only to maintain human level or deva level, only not to fall down awful state. If that situation, but some people can arrange because they have a parami. Some people do arrange life very easy because they have fulfilled the paramis. They have time. They are okay about the living. So they can also practice. So some people you may see no other jobs. Money also actually no need to earn. Actually, someone may support. So for those, very worthy, especially. This job is actually very good job to be brought. Yeah, for the monks, more obvious. Monks' lives, monks and Dhamma is a very, how to say, proper, very matching. If some monks really work in right way, so life is very different, very venerable. Many people will respect. He himself also will be very peaceful. That is the nature of right Dhamma, the nature of right teaching. So right teaching is if someone really follow, will have a happiness. If not really follow, not so sure. But in the wrong teaching is when it is obvious, someone really trying to follow, interestingly or enthusiastically, really follow, so they will suffer. They will suffer. Really trying to follow, they will suffer more. So, for example, Buddhists also have something like a Dutenga, quite serious practicing. But a Dutenga is like staying in the forest, eating one meal, not sleeping, for example, not lying down. But not must be. If it is beneficial, you should do. If not, it is beneficial, you should not do. Not like a Vinaya rule. Vinaya rule is a must do. For example, bhikkhu, basically three, for example, if killing human, need to disrobe. It must follow. For example, cannot need to avoid sex. If do, need to disrobe. So in the same way, if steal, still about like $100. So about that, for example, need to disrobe. If he telling line about the attainment, need to disrobe. So those are must follow, cannot avoid. Dutingas are something, asceticism. If it is beneficial, to practice. If not beneficial, not to practice. For example, one of the Dutingas is staying in the cemetery. Cemetery. It is not so easy. But some people, a lot of, how to say, a lot of lust, attachment. They cannot stop. But if he stay in the cemetery, it is possible to stop. That is their way. So, because of this, those are normally quite useful. If someone really practice, his morality is more firm, more strong, because of covered by, protected by Vinaya rule. So in the same way, monks, to survive monks' life, not just meditation. Some people, most of people, are interested in meditation, but need Vinaya rule also. So, for example, to stay bhikkhu life is, for example, money not to hold. Not to hold money, not to have money. So, if someone follow, it's actually very safe. Very safe, very good way. If not follow, many problems may come out. So, in the same way, like not to speak with the female in the secluded area one by one. So the Buddha laid out, must be together with the one man, or if open place, two ladies also okay. For example, these are quite important. If someone not follow, it is possible many problems. So, if someone really follow right teaching, they can survive, they can reduce defilements. So, because of this, in the right teaching, if someone follow, will have many benefits. If not follow, less benefit. In the wrong teaching, if someone trying very energetic, will be more suffer. Will be more suffer. Some teachings you trying to follow, for example, wrong teachings. If you really follow, surely will suffer. A little bit moderate one, okay. Moderate one, okay. Because of wrong teaching, you moderate, not so suffer. If you're really trying to follow, so surely will suffer. If so, at that time will be obvious. This is right or wrong. For the lazy one, although it is right, not so obvious. In the same way, although it is wrong, not so obvious. But anyway, everybody have their own limit. So good thing to do is even a little bit will get a little result. So because of this, Megaphala is to be worthy to be brought. Surely, if we are not clear, we trying to learn this and that. So surely sometimes wasting the time in life, because our lives are limited. So if something is very good, we should choose. If it is possible to choose. So because of spiritual life, not so easy, but I need to discuss, trying to understand, question who to the teacher who has experience. They may be able to explain how, trying to understand fast. Later when you are sure, you may follow. May not be all, at least something you can follow. So if so, it is beneficial. So Opanayika is worthy to be brought. Dhamma is worthy to be brought. Even in some of them burning head, burning clothes, before stopping, trying to brought like that. So, so because of this, for the practitioner in the past, sometimes they have disease and they ignore Dhamma. So they try to practice. Finally they gain. Finally they can. Even, for example, non-self-view. Surely one day we have a disease, or daily also have some problems. Once we think, that's not my body. If so, become quite free. So if you reflect daily, those people are less problem. Other people may say badly, a little bit, not harm, so harm, like that. So now you have to sit on the floor, It is maybe because of something you have listened Buddha's idea. Even totally no you listen, legs are pain. Why I should sit? They're very stingy about the body. But the body, although they're stingy, not so precious. We need to use body to get knowledge. So, in the same way, they don't want to bow down. Some people want to listen Dhamma or want to have a meditation suggestion, but don't want to bow down. It is also one of gaps. So those are why sometimes we need to learn why we need to bow down or need to ask questions. In a group, sometimes we cannot. We don't have time to teach because for many people. If you have doubt, you should ask a question. Why we need to do? So, because of this, to understand the Dhamma, need to discuss. When you have doubt, when you understand, you will be able to follow. So here, Dhamma Megaphala is to be brought, worthy to be brought. Once have, that person become very good, become very free, not dependent on anything. So, not like other things. Anything else, although you get, not much different. Education, good, something good, but not so different. In the same way, wealth, family life, actually sometimes even worse. Even worse. So, but if we are not clear, like going like other people's way, so the same suffering also we will get. So, for example, bhikkhus, they don't try to earn money. They don't try to have a family life. So, if understand enough, it is okay, very free, Only alone you stay, no many branches. So less suffering. So if trying to have a wife or children or husband or, although you can stay properly, if you are children, not stay properly, it is your problems. Sometimes we ourselves know how to stay. But if we have groups, if the group not stay properly, it is a problem. So, so cannot stay peacefully. But need to learn to stay, how to stay alone. How is the idea? Something like that. So that is a very advanced level. Anyway, lay people also, if you are happy in lay people can stay, some knowledge, if you have, less problem. So, about the Nibbana. Nibbana is asankata Dhamma, like uncreated Dhamma. So, it is also worthy to be brought. Brought is not in mind, with the mind. Megaphala is worthy to be brought in mind, because the Megaphala is there. Nibbana is as an object, outside one. worthy to be brought with the mind, trying to see. Once you can see Nibbana, so become very peaceful. Those persons were not dependent on worldly things, because this one is better. Worldly things are, once we see, half happiness, half suffering, because it is not stable. This flower beautiful, but after 2 or 3 days will be withered. It is a problem. Only so we can enjoy beautiful, but problem is need to maintain. So in the same way, life, healthy, this body, quite okay, trying to, but not always. In the same way, money or anything, worldly things are not stable, but we dependent on that. So whenever we see, trying to enjoy, but half is need to maintain suffering. Nibbana is not like that. Only you need to see one time. Once you see, will not destroy. Every time you see, can be happy. So because of this, worthy to be brought by mind, not in mind. Megapla is in mind. Megapla is mind factors. Nibbana is object. So Megapla is worthy to be brought in mind. Nibbana is worthy to be brought by mind as an object. So that object is to be taken, to be brought by practicing vipassana. So even like samatha, some people improve concentration. They can depend on that object. They can be happy. So it is still worldly things, but more better than some other things, like better than this flower. Because this flower is only may last 2 or 3 days, quite expensive. So this one is normally, if you stay properly, so will not lose. So you only need enough food, only need enough clothing, maybe proper weather. If so, alone no problem. In a room, can stay without going in here and there. Okay, nobody contact, or more peaceful. So something like that. So actually, about the worldly things, or no need to worry. Those people's minds are pure. If monks, many people want to donate, because of one thing is how to reduce greedy, not like other people. Someone if not greedy, quite good to see, quite good to approach. Also, anger rarely come out. Very rarely can be seen. So also protected by moralities in the Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teaching is where you should stay, how you should stay, everything. Because of this, generally, if someone understands the Buddha's teaching, have those dharma, they can survive everywhere. For the food or dwelling in place, or no need to worry. In mind, they have an object. They can stay alone. So become very peaceful. So everybody want to get happiness. Every job we do for happiness. If this job can produce happiness, why not do? Must do like that. So, but some people are a bit, because of you, for example, you prepared for this life, livable life. But if you change monk's life, maybe it is because of you, about the teaching not much. About the teaching not much, how to stay, how to be venerable, for example. Not so sure, especially changing point. In the same way, for example, I'm prepared this life. If I'm trying to change a livable life, maybe it is a bit challenging in the beginning. But knowledge is knowledge, The knowledge is, if someone have knowledge, quite flexible in any situation, They know how, at least how to keep a mind calmly. So something like that. It is if you really prepare for the Buddha's teaching from young, practicing, you can be great. Because of right teaching, because of right education. Right education. If a right environment, more better. But some environments are, push people to stay in societies, to stay only in this area, not allowed to survive in other area. So if so, may be difficult. We may say, if it is so, we may say not fair. Education should be free. You should not use power to keep people in one direction. So because of this Buddhist education, whoever follow, there are many, for example, Burmese Siaros, for example, many. They are mostly villagers. Luckily, they happen to choose the right teaching. People do not know this. They think this education is good. No, maybe as a karma, we happen to choose this education. But they don't. Most of people don't think this is great. But there are many. If we trying to see, many are great. So very respectable. Their basic is very poor, but because of right education, they satisfy themselves. They can feel peacefulness. Many people also respect. So it is because of right education. Right education. Still, some people not know this. It is a big challenge, because of people trying to get. But this education is, we learn all are free. All we learn is free. Willingly teaching. Teachers are sometimes even by giving food and dwelling in place, they teach. If we pass an examination, the people will spot. So we are learning and gaining, but teaching us not to gain or something like that. Anyway, but reality is gaining. So something like that. After we have learned also, we try to teach free. Free, no trying to have money, but we still gaining more than more than earning. So we feel like that, still gaining actually more than asking money. So with the respect, willingly they want to do. So because of this, not like other jobs. Other jobs that you do and you try to get, hope to get. We are just giving, automatically will get. People want. So between, like I want to say, teachers and disciples or customers are selling, they have children. Gaining and giving is quite the same. So bonus is each other loving, having metta. So something like that. Situations are very good. Because of this is something because of right education. Right education. But to choose this education is a challenge. Challenge. Or like parents, they don't want to send monastery. They want to send to school. Monastery is something not like a degree, quite freely, or another thing is not so systematically. But anyway, many people are success with this education. They satisfy. Their life is, they feel better. But other people, I don't know how they think. So, what in some cases, some people learn education, but they don't have faith. Practically practicing, they don't have education. Not useful. They will disrobe. So it is also may have. If faith and wisdom, if it is matching, so they feel very good. Very good. So, because of this, they think their Dhamma is very precious, worthy to be brought. Worthy to be brought. If those noble states, surely unchangeable believing. So, something, even just Vinaya rule, even concentration, have some levels. Lay people also may have. You practice 5 precepts. After some times, the mind will be happy because of right teaching. For example, you may do donations, offering flower, offering water, respect, take care of father, mother, chanting, practicing 5 precepts. After some times, normally quite happy. Those lives are quite stable. Good natures are, good mind natures are, if you happen again and again, if it is happening again and again, after a long time, quite obvious. Less greedy, less anger, quite happy. But in some cases, although it is precious, if you don't have knowledge, it is precious. Some people may relinquish. But after relinquishing quite a long time, they will understand again, because evil is evil, you know. So some people not have a connection, not killing a happy mind. How to connect? But if they do really killing, later will be obvious. Even they may not be able to control their mind. So because of this, as a Buddhist, need to do some good deeds. Offering water, flower, chanting, 5 precepts, 8 precepts. But it is not the same level. Beginner cannot do much. You know, if a long time, some people even every day can do. Every day Upasana also they can do. So it is advanced. But need to understand why it is good. How it is good. Sometimes by saying cannot do practically about certain times, maybe 1 year, and trying to feel. So in this way, have to do. So next definition is previous one is to be brought. This one is which can bring the Upanayika, active voice, not passive voice. To be brought, to bring, which can bring. So Ariya Magga path can bring Nibbana as an object. You're trying to arise Magga. Once it arises Magga in your mind, Nibbana object will appear. So Magga is which can bring Nibbana as an object. For example, someone practices Vipassana, rising and perishing. Everything you see will arise and perishing in mind. Even own body, outside things, very obviously rising. So if it is enough, the mind go beyond the rising and perishing. It is a Nibbana. If so, your mind is a path knowledge. So because of this, further knowledge is something which can bring Nibbana as an object. So, Phala and Nibbana, fruition and Nibbana is to be brought. If you got a Magga, surely you will have a fruition and Nibbana. So fruition and Nibbana is to be brought. Brought by what? Brought by Magga. So it is a bit, because of what's the explanation related to Pali grammar, a bit difficult. So Opaneka means two meanings, basically. To be brought, which can bring. To be brought, which can bring. So Nibbana, path and fruition, those are to be brought in mind, or to be brought as by mind. Which can bring is a Magga's quality. If there is a path knowledge, that knowledge will bring Nibbana to you as an object. So, Opaneka, you should reflect. Dhamma is to be brought. Dhamma is something which can bring Nibbana as an object. If you reflect, that is good deeds are arising, good minds are arising. It is practicing Dhamma no sati, can produce piti. Next one, Pechatan vedita bo vinyuhi. Pechatan vedita bo vinyuhi. Vedita bo is should be known. Vedita bo should be known. Vinyuhi, by wise. Pechatan. Pechatan is in each, or respectively in each, with own knowledge. So, so if someone got path and fruition Nibbana, they can be known by their self. Not just teachers saying you got Magga, not like that. Vichata is by own self. Some people in some teaching may say, what is attainment, liberation, what is enlightenment. So after you done, you will know. So this one is not like that. Have a ways to practice step by step. When you get, you will know yourself. No need to, no need to get agreement from the teacher. Do I get or not? So here, Vedita voice should be known, can be known by the wise. Wise means a noble person. So Vichata is by own self. So also cannot share. You cannot share your Magga flood to someone to show. Only you will see. Is it to go or not? Your money can share with the other people. It is a problem. You need to have a lot of password. Maybe account. I don't know how you keep. So it is a problem. So this one, no thieves can steal. Only you own this one. You can enjoy, but you cannot share. Other people cannot take away. So, and not like others' property. Some people wearing ornaments. Oh, very good. Not like that. You yourself can know. Other people cannot know. So, it is a Vichata and Vedita bo when you hear. Can be known by the wise, by own knowledge. So no need to discuss with the teacher if a really attainment, but to have something. Some people practice sila, morality, concentration, vipassana, wisdom. They stay in the forest. Also they practice morality. Morality is a covered, because a stay forest no much object. Also you have some rule. For example, if you go to village, not to see far. Look down. So, for example, if someone really practice, can stop many defilements, controlled by morality. So also not like not to hold money or something like that. Those are to make the mind stable. So stay forest, practice morality, also concentration. For example, metta meditation. If so, can protect anger. 32 parts you may practice. If so, can protect the lust. So, for the lay people, not so easy because you stay in the city. Although you practice, still have many objects. A bit may be difficult. So, if someone stay in the forest, also practice. So, if so, defilements are, although not yet stop totally, cease, stay inside. So, not obvious. So, also they are seeing vipassana with a strong light. So, long time, no anger, no greedy, no jealous. He may think himself, I'm no vipassa. Have such things. If so, can change. If so, can change. Once he don't practice, maybe once he stay in the city very long time, maybe defilements may come out. At that time, I'm not no vipassa. It is possible. But if someone is really attained, very clear, no, will not change. He himself is very clear. Because of this, if someone still have doubt, I'm a noble person or not? If so, it is not yet noble person. Noble person, really noble person is no doubt, very sure, very sure. But someone not real, if so, have those situations. So those are usually they are practicing very strongly. So they may have over thoughts. If someone not practice totally, may not think a lot of defilements. So if someone really attainment also, Sotapanna, he know himself, I'm Sotapanna. Why not think another level? Also why not think as a ordinary? So as a Sotapanna, very sure. That means a Bicchata and Veditabo, when you hear, can be known by the wise. Wise means no vipassa, by own knowledge. By own knowledge. So, Bicchata is by in each, cannot share. Other people will not know. Even in Nimitta, you got a Nimitta, no, in front of you nobody. Nothing. But you yourself see. Like that. You yourself see. So some people practice kasina. Red kasina, many different kinds of kasina. So sometimes they confuse. Light they have a concentration, they have red or no red, white or no white. So nothing outside, only in your mind. I have to say. If you stay with the perception red, it will be red. That's your power. If once you think, white, will be white. Because it is nothing reality. It is a samatha, concentration. Your mind power. But it is beneficial, not based on reality. So, at that time they understand. So, created by yourself. So, it is a Bicchata and Veditabo when you hear, can be known. Dhamma can be known when you hear by the wise. Bicchata, how to translate? By each or by own self. Each one. Each own self. So cannot share with other people. So what is the benefit? If you reflect these dhammas qualities, so we not have attachment, we not have anger, we not have delusion. Like Swakha Dhamma is well taught, you reflect Kananga, Dhamma's quality. Sandaitika Dhamma is visible because of good quality. If you remember good qualities, like if you remember good people, your mind is good. Once you remember someone bad, your mind is not good. So these qualities are the best qualities, the best noble person's qualities. So whenever you remember, your mind is good. Yeah. Even if some people you remember, get angry. So some people are very good, very inspiring. So you remember, you have energy. So these are the best qualities, or these people are the best people, very good people. So because of this, whenever you remember, no lust, no anger, no delusion, mind power is improving. So to improve mind power, we need to take right object with the right attitude. So it is meditating. Meditating is taking right object, beneficial object, with the right view, with the right attitude. So that's the jobs. Whenever you have a free time, you think in this way. So karmas are high, mind powers are high. So that mind will produce your life. So because of this, it is to reflect. So jhana factor may arise, but this jhana is excess concentration only. Cannot get jhana, not like a breathing meditation. Buddha nosati, Dhamma nosati is only can produce excess concentration. Mostly piti, joyful feeling will arise. So that joyful feeling is very precious. So according to Buddha's teaching, the most precious everything in the more precious more than everything in the world. So most precious thing in the world is like the king of Sakawati, universal monarch kingship. But this kind of joyful feeling can produce those lives, many, something like that. Some practitioners, they practice reflecting Buddha's quality, Dhamma's quality. So actually they are very great. You can also check some people you may find respecting Buddha a lot every day, quite long time. You can check, especially when they are older, how is their life. So you may know. Literally doing it is not so obvious. Someone may do quite always a long time. You may try to check how is their life. If you check a few people, you may have an answer. So you yourself also can do. For example, trying to do about 1 month or 1 year. What is happening? So in this way, you can check. So if someone reflects Buddha Dhamma's quality, so he will know teaching those Dhammas is except Buddha cannot be. Even in the past, now or future, only can teach those kind of Dhamma. Only Buddha can teach those kind of Dhamma. He will respect Buddha more. Yeah, reflecting in Dhamma's quality, but also you will reflect Buddha more. Because this Dhamma is very, if someone become very faithful, so who teach this Dhamma is only Buddha can do. He will understand. The other one cannot do. So also will respect Buddha also. So because if we see Dhamma, we can see Buddha. Like something like that. If we read your books, I may know about you. How knowledgeable you are. So in the same way, you will respect Dhamma. Also may have a lot of saddha, increasing in saddha, and respect Dhamma more. Many piti, happiness will arise. Those people usually face are clear. Mostly they are happy. Because they keep good things in mind. They keep thinking good things all the time. So, if someone think bad things obviously, face are not so clear. So if someone trying to think good things quite many times, so the face may show clearness. So because of this, a lot of happiness, a lot of faith arising in him. Also can be patient, danger, fearful things. Can be patient because most of minds are good. So something danger also, once they think good things are the other side, he usually have. So can be patient, danger. Because of this, someone stay in the forest, sometimes may afraid, feel not safe. If they're trying to reflect those qualities, the Buddha encourage in the Breda chanting, the Jaka Sutta. So you can do, whenever you are feel not safe, you can reflect. Idibisovagwa or Swakado, if so, will feel safe. Also, you can have a good luck. Also can be patient about the suffering. So especially noble persons, when they are suffer, they're trying to think about Dhamma's qualities. They can reduce the suffering. Also can get a perception, I'm always staying with the Dhamma because of reflecting Dhamma's quality. People are, if you think better people, you are staying with the better people. Worry. If you are thinking good things, you are staying with the good. So associating with the good. So because of this, reflecting in Buddha Dhamma is you are staying with the Buddha Dhamma. You have I'm staying with the Dhamma. So it is very good. So another thing is, if you reflect the Dhamma, your body is worthy to be respected. Worthy to be respected. Because the Dhamma is inside. Like Dhamma's dwelling in place. If you reflect the Buddha's quality, Buddha's dwelling in place. Yeah, but very possibility is other people will respect you. You are children, even husband and wife. Because you are respectable. Always keeping good things in mind. So, why people are respectable or not respectable? Because of their mind. If someone is evil, cannot be respectable person. Also not worthy. Not worthy. Some people are a bit delusional sometimes. We want to respect educated ones. Educated ones. Very smart one. But smart means we say smart because learning is good. Knowledge is some. They say knowledge, but even they don't know how to control their mind. They only know some certain things how to do. They have skill, but not have a moral. So they can manage people. They can do something like that. We may respect, but that person not worthy to be respected. Cannot stay with the people who are respected so much to him. He not comfortable will be. Far from okay. You may respect far from. If so, he may be comfortable. If you're trying to stay with him a very long time, his defilements were obvious. So, because of this, they may do something funny things to show I'm not to be respected. So, something like that. If we really, so we have to consider, as long as we have a good mind, yeah, it is worthy to be respected. Once we don't have a good mind, we cannot be respected. Something wrong. So, although other people are trying to respect, don't want to accept. Because we know ourselves evil things. But some people are very foolish. It is possible, really evil, but want to be respected. It is some are very obvious. Normally, normal people they have a conscience. if they are not, they have defilements, but not comfortable to be respected. So, because of this, if someone want to be respected, simply to do is trying to have a good mind. Trying to have a good mind. As long as you have a good mind, no defilements in mind, if so, worthy to be respected. Worthy to be respected. Because of this, to be respected here reflect Dhamma's quality. If you are thinking Dhamma's quality, so object, the mind of your object is the object of your mind is good things. It is in your heart. So the person become worthy to be respected. As a result, other people will respect you, children will respect you. Those people seem to be not so knowledgeable, but surrounding people will respect. Maybe children, friends, husband and wife. Although you don't earn money, maybe husband or wife will earn money for you because you are respectable things. Children may support. Very possible. Respectable persons are very worthy. Very worthy. You earn money is limited. Salary is, your skill how much, quite limited. But a respectable person is not limited. As you see, if we love someone, we can give everything. If we don't love, we will not give everything. So, because of this, to be respected, need to have a good mind. If we have a bad mind, it is going in wrong ways. Will not be so long, although some people respect. So, although feel not comfortable, although other people respect, not comfortable. So, because of this, trying to reduce defilements, trying to reflect Buddha Dhamma's qualities. After some time, you can feel those situations. So, another benefit to reflect is your mind may incline to get those Dhammas. Because about the Dhamma, you are thinking, Dhamma is well taught, Dhamma is to be brought, Dhamma is worthy to invite to come and see. Dhamma is can be visible by oneself. So that person want to improve more Dhamma, want to practice Dhamma. So the mind inclined to get those Dhammas. So it is a way to go. So in the same way, if you reflect the Buddha's quality, you may want to be Buddha. So you may fulfill paramis. Because of Buddha qualities, how the Buddha fulfill, how is the Buddha's mind. If you think Gananga, you will do donation, you will do try earn money righteously and will do life after life. Not just 1 day, 2 days, will do every day. In the same way, morality. So 5 precept practice every day and value, trying to be every day. In the same way, Ubosra, they may practice Ubosra, like that. So, because of doing good deeds, karma is good. So, person's ability is better, wealthy. So, you can do more like that. So, the qualities of being higher and higher. So, later become Buddha. That is their way. So, because of this the mind will incline to get those Dhammas. Another result is if you encounter to do evil things. Sometimes we encounter to do evil things. So other time, feel shame. How to say conscient, correct? Conscient. Conscient is how to say feel shame. Conscience is evil to do, don't dare to do, hesitate to do. Because you are thinking about the Dhamma. Dhamma is nearby. You always reflect. If someone not reflect about the Dhamma, if a mosquito bite or beat. So that if you are practicing Dhamma, a bit shameful, don't dare to do evil things. So it is a good, can prevent evil things. Because always thinking about the Dhamma. Dhamma is nearby. Oh, I should not do like that. So can prevent Dhamma. So if we cannot get attainment in this life, can reborn in a good destination. So these are the results of reflecting in Dhamma's qualities. Okay, I think we should stop. If there is a question, you can ask. Is there any question? Yeah, whenever you have a free time, trying to think good objects, walking in time or sitting in an aeroplane, still have jobs.
Good evening, Bhante. We know that Dhamma is one of our refuge. But then in some Dhamma writings, they say it's mentioned that be our own refuge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so meaning that we have to discard the Dhamma as a refuge and ourselves as our refuge.
Okay.
But if I'm an ignoble person, so how can I be my own refuge?
This teaching coming from where we need to learn, take own refuge, something like that. Addadipa Bhikkhave or Addadipa Ananda Viharata Addasarana Aninya Sarana, like that. So it is especially in Mahabharinibbana Sutta. So in Mahabharinibbana Sutta is like that. The Buddha near to the passed away, about to pass away, he got a disease. Bhante Ananda is a attendant bhikkhu. So this disease is will end at the death, means can cause death. The Buddha understand. So cannot be cured. Because of this, the Buddha practiced special meditation to hold his body to be long alive. About, I think, 10 months to extend the life, 10 months. So he practiced. So because of practicing, the Buddha body is better, but not totally recovered. Can extend only. So at that time, Bhante Ananda saw the Buddha's situation better. At that time, Bhante Ananda told to the Buddha, now you seem to be better. Before you were very sick. I'm not comfortable to see you. Very worried. Even, he said, even directions, I don't notice. East, west, south, north. Maybe like Singaporeans know my life. So directions not notice. Usually Asian time we are villagers, we very notice east, west, south, north. City people only know. So we are walking by sun and moon like that. So the Dhamma I practice also not obvious because of worry. Worry for the Buddha. Why worry? He's a Sotapanna. Because he make a separation long times ago to be attendant bhikkhu. for the Buddha. You know, fulfilling his parami is to be attendant bhikkhu. Many lives fulfilling parami, to be attendant. I want to be attendant bhikkhu. Because he how to say, he like one of the bhikkhu who is attendant close to Buddha, you know. Every day memorize the Dhamma, something like that. So his wish, long life after life, fulfill this parami. Because to be attendant to Buddha is not so easy, you know. Every Dhamma the Buddha teacher, he must memorize. Night time, he go around Buddha's dwelling place about 6 or 9 times in one night. What the Buddha need. Like that, very energetic, very healthy. Also, his age is 120. Very healthy person. So why healthy? That is because of fulfilling parami, to be like that. So what about the Buddha taught? He can memorize everything, together with the background story, together with the date. But a date not but he just say ekan samaya at one time. It is not to be busy for the later generation. But he himself, he can know every day. He can write the first Sangha Council every day. You know, about the Sutta, about the Abhidhamma is his responsibility. So Vinaya is a Bande Upali. So what about the Buddha teaching? He can memorize. There's a different human quality is very high. So it is his fulfilling paramis. Dendanta Bhikkhu care Buddha a lot. So as a Dendanta Bhikkhu, because of this, when the Buddha is sick, he very worry because of attachment. So he very dependent on the Buddha. If Buddha alone, if he has a long life in the beginning, now this is a situation, you know, as a Buddha's responsibility, what he need to say. He near to the passed away. Before, okay, Panyananda approached him, he gave a Dhamma, you know, that's a lot of good deeds increasing, a lot of Dhamma, Panyananda gaining. He may not trying to stop, not to approach me. This time is a bit different time. So at that time, the Buddha say, Panyananda say, I see you are not very worried. Even in Dhamma, I have practiced. Or like a gun. So, but only one thought making me comfortable. Without saying anything to the Sangha, the Buddha may not pass away. If the Buddha were passed away, the Buddha may say something. No, not yet say. Because of this, the Buddha may not pass away. So with this thought, I am comfortable. He told it to the Buddha. At that time, the Buddha said, what you hope for the Sangha from me? Actually, I have taught Dhamma. I have laid down Vinaya rule. After I am passed away, that will be your teachers, teacher Buddha. He said like that. I don't have Acharya Hatha Moti is teachers fixed. This one, fixed. Teachers fixed. Teachers fixed means most of worldly teachers, you know, they may teach something, still have a precious thing they hold. Why? To control disciples. Until I die, you need to broach. Near at the moment, I may give someone who really serve me. That is called teacher's fist. But the Buddha say, I don't have a teacher's fist. I don't have inside and outside Dhamma. Something keep inside, something teach outside. No have. Because I don't have such a defilement. Sangha need to refer always as a teacher to me. I don't have that desire. Sangha, although refer as a teacher or not, no problem. I don't have a desire that Sangha need to refer Buddha as a teacher. I don't have a desire. I teach everything. I want to teach this disciple. I want not teach this. I don't have these things. I'm already dispelled like Michariya, stinginess or selfishness. I have taught everything. Because of this, for what you hope to the Sangha, he said. So the Dhamma I have taught, the Vinaya I have laid down, it will be your teacher when I passed away. Something he trying to change Bani-Ananda's mind, Bani-Ananda's mind. But still teaching, although he said, still teaching. But the teaching way is saying way only different. Adadipa Viharata. Ananda, you all should stay making own island. Making own island. Adadipa, they use Ada is own, Dipa is island. Having your own island. Adadipa what? Another word, Dhamma Dipa. Having a Dhamma island. That is the definition of Ada. Ada Dipa Viharata, Ada Sarana, own refuge. Next sentence. It is a definition of previous sentence. Dhamma Dipa Viharata, Dhamma Sarana. Please stay having a Dhamma island, having a Dhamma refuge. So, means Ada and Dhamma he changed. Own island means a Dhamma island. Own refuge means a Dhamma refuge. But I still have a question. Own and Dhamma, self and Dhamma is not synonym according to what? According to what? But what is a Dhamma? Later, so Katincha Baikwe, we are a Dhamma Dipa like that. How you should stay having Dhamma island, having in Dhamma refuge. The Buddha go to Mahasatiprana Sutta. Kaya Kaya Nupasi, we have a body as a body. Vedana su Vedana Nupasi, feeling as a feeling. You should reflect. Cheta Cheta Nupasi, consciousness as a consciousness. Dhamma Dhamma Nupasi, Dhamma as a Dhamma. That is the same as a Satiprana Sutta. But not directly approach. That is all. Because of situation, Vani Ananda, very dependent to the Buddha, If he were long life, okay, no problem. He were long. Now he prepared to die, Prepared to die. Vani Ananda to change to dependent on Dhamma. Because of this, he said, you should dependent on yourself, own self. Own self means you should dependent on your Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Own self this body, as a Abhidhamma, this has become body, materiality, consciousness, feeling, the other Dhammas. Yes, self and Dhamma as a word cannot change. But self is this body. Another view as a Abhidhamma is this body, mind can change. It is a Abhidhamma way definition. Abhidhamma way definition. No grammar, what's the definition? For example, water, H2O. H2O1, like hydrogen or oxygen. That is a can-do definition. No, hydrogen and water is not like a synonym, but it is element. So own self, as an element, this is a Dhamma. You trying to practice all the time. Focus, not focus others. You focus materiality as a materiality. You focus consciousness as a consciousness. You focus your feeling as a feeling. You focus the other Dhamma as a Dhamma. You stay in this way. If so, that is a Dhamma the same, Vipassana practicing. So, that definition is not what is the definition. That definition is element definition, So, situation you see, the Buddha prepared to die. Bhani Ananda's situation may start like that. Because the Buddha said, not anyhow talk, Story is whatever I will talk, whatever I like. Not like that. The Buddha is a well speaker. You want to teach a Satipatthana Sutta, but going away is according to events. Actually, this is a very nicely moving, very nicely moving. But people only take Adadipa or something. Also, they don't understand the definition. One thing is Abhidhamma background. They don't have. This is the way of definition is Abhidhamma background. Pali understanding also need. Like first sentence is dependent on own island, dependent on own refuge. Another sentence, Dhamma Dipa, change. Atta and Dhamma. Dependent on Dhamma island, dependent on Dhamma refuge. What is the Dhamma? Body, consciousness, feeling, Dhamma. Like that. So, own body and Dhamma are the same. As an element, not as a word. As a word cannot change. So, that is the situations and Dhamma fixing. Actually, no opposite with this. Like it seem to be opposite. So, although the Buddha continued to say, although the Buddha is alive, although the Buddha is passed away, you should stay in this way. If you stay in this way, you will be very great. Very great means arahanta. Arahantship. So that is you not just dependent on me. You just dependent, like always trying to stay as an object, materiality as a materiality, not think like a me, my man or woman, even outside things, materiality as a materiality. All the time you should think. Feeling as a feeling, consciousness as a consciousness, Dhamma as a Dhamma. If so, you will be great. You will be arahanta. So, about that, island, those have definitions. Island is, for example, you Singaporean, you are staying in an island. Island is a safety place. So, if you, as long as you stay in this way, you are an island. You are staying in your own island, and Dhamma island. So, Dipa, Pali words, Dvi, Abba. Dvi is two, Abba is water. Island is two water, two-way water, no flooded area. So, if you are discerning materiality as a materiality, you are not flat. What is a flat? Flat is you may learn Abhidhamma, Oga, four Oga, Kama Oga, sensuality flat. Once, if you think you don't stay in this way, sensually overwhelm you. No, you are in island. That is a flooded area. So, cannot remove sensuality. It's flooded. So, difficult to stay, difficult to come out. So, another one is a round view flat. Daitoga. If we think stay normally, this is me, this is mine, that is flooded by round view. No more island. So, in the same way, another one is awake yoga, ignorance flat. So, if you are discerning, no flat, no awaja. You are knowing materiality as a materiality, you are knowing no awaja. Bhavaga is the same as existence flat, especially attaching into jhana, attaching into Brahma life. So, those are four flat in Pali. Sensuality flat, existence flat, wrong view flat, ignorance flat in the Abhidhamma book. So, if you stay discerning own body, that is a no flat. You are an island. That is a Dipa, Dvi-Abba, two water, like that, two water. So, it is a definition about that. Quite interesting about definition way is. Need to understand. Many people are a bit confused. It's like seem to be opposite. Taking three refuges and taking own self. Because they don't know the situation or Sutta background. Also, they don't know the Buddha's definition, sentence. Because the Buddha cannot go directly. You should practice, Satiprana. It is maybe one day Janakā's talk. So the Buddha, according to events, change. He depends on the Buddha, you depend on yourself. Depend on yourself means depend on the Dhamma. And so it is a goal. Actually, teaching is a Satiprana Sutta. His managing way is very much matching with the situation. So it is a clever way of talking. Actually, he has taught Satiprana Sutta long times ago. Because of this, I have taught, every day. This one is just he make connections. So because of this, it is not like opposite, the same things. Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sharing merit. Idame punyam Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu Mama punya bhagam Sabha sadanam Bhajemi Tesabe Mesamam punya bhagam Lavandu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.